Good afternoon.
Okay.
Great. Okay, guys. Good afternoon once more. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. As I had shared with you yesterday, this is going to be our last session for the module and for the program itself. Okay. So we're winding down now in terms of the digital literacy content. And from what we had started on Monday, we're just finalizing on targeting additional tips on how we can improve our online activity. Okay, so we've already focused on cyber safety, efficient use of our smartphone devices, and now it's just tips that we can apply for improving our online activity. Okay. Before I proceed, do you have any question for me? Do you need clarification on anything we had discussed before? Please do let me know. At this point as well, I am sharing my screen, so you should be seeing my screen on your device.
It says WhatsApp backup.
That's right. That is exactly the screen that I am sharing here. Okay. So I guess you guys don't have any questions for now.
You know, I have one question, excuse me. A couple weeks ago, WhatsApp sent a message saying if you want your information to be removed in a week's time, you can just click here. Is that normal?
Yes, that would be, Miss Ollie, can you mute your mic? Thank you very much. We were just getting feedback from the audio. Miss Cordelia, I think that one is the archiving of the chat messages. So after a while, it's a feature that you can turn on or off. Basically what it does is if you don't activate that message chat or the window after a certain time frame or time period, it just archives the chat. Like it removes it from your active chat list or chat group that you have in WhatsApp. It does not delete it. It just puts it in the background until if you do receive a message from that person or that chat group, sorry, it activates it again.
Actually, sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Kay, go ahead.
Yeah, following on that whole thing about the WhatsApp, I did have a question. If you finished with the response to the previous question, I did have a question, and it's for clarification. My WhatsApp contacts, okay, that's one thing. But if there's a particular WhatsApp contact that sends out the same thing every week, every Friday, this message comes out about vegetables being sold. And it's the same message every single Friday, but they do it each Thursday to make sure that you can order for Friday. So what I wanted to ask is, I have a whole stream of these repetitive messages which come to me every Thursday evening. How do I don't need those old messages because the person sends the same message again every Thursday. How do I get rid of the old WhatsApp messages? I can't seem to find a way. I want to delete some of the old ones. And I'm thinking of this particular contact when I say this, right? When I raise this question.
You basically want to delete certain messages, not all the messages in that chat, correct?
No, well, actually, this is a particular case where, like I said, every single Thursday, they send out a message saying they will have these vegetables available Friday, and if you want to order, then you go ahead and do it. It is the same message that comes every Thursday. And I'm looking right now. Oh, I have a stream. Yes. Every Thursday, I will get one again this evening. And it will say, do you want to order? And you know the arrangements for ordering. But I have the same message every single Thursday. So I have a stream of messages on WhatsApp which have been sent. I just want to delete the old ones. I want to delete. I mean, I got one. I'm looking now on WhatsApp, and I got one last week Thursday, and I know that this evening they will send one again asking the same question. So I would want to delete all of the ones. Let's say, for argument's sake, I'd want to delete all the ones in October. Then put it as an example. I'd want to delete all the ones in October.
Okay.
How do I about that? On the iPhone.
So there hasn't been really any other communication in between you and that.
No, it's just these messages religiously every Thursday. And I don't know where I should go to get them deleted.
You can delete certain messages, specific messages or individual messages. But in this case, the reason why I ask is you can actually delete the entire chat history. You're not moving the
send a new one again this evening.
Sorry?
He'll send a new one again this evening.
Right. So what you can do is delete the chat history.
How?
You can select you will see the contact name and within your chat list. Just tap on it.
Okay. Right, I'm doing that. Yes, I'm doing that.
Okay, but it would be tapping as in not to open, not a single tap, right? Just keep tapping.
Oh, I got you. I found it. Oh, you see how when you talk to somebody, it just says clear chat on the iPhone. It just says clear chat. So if I clear the chat, everything will come off, but that's fine. So do I use that clear chat for if I had another situation which wasn't like this one, but I wanted to clear some of the back chats?
Yes.
I have to go to each individual message, right?
Correct. Yeah, you would have to select which messages you want to remove from the history.
All right. I'm trying something here right now. So I go, okay, let me just see, right, I'm dealing with one particular one. But what comes out? Actually, the other question I had is, how do I just delete one message? Because I can't, if I'm in the list of messages, I'm trying to delete just one. And so I press on it. Oh, I got it. They'll say, answer my own question.
Sometimes you just have to go in there and try it out.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you just have to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. But I got it. I understand now. I understand. So I have Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other question? Ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Miss Pa, go ahead.
How about how to delete the group chat or to remove it out of the SMD WhatsApp? I tried tab it. I can't.
Okay, so you have your chat history, right? Where you all the messages that you've been sending back and forth between you and the group.
Yes, it's too much messages, and it about the internal storage. It's mentioned there that there is not. It's full. Then the internal storage is full, and I'm asked to clean the WhatsApp. So I am thinking of about this group chat. I have a lot of messages. Every morning I receive messages, and I try clear it, and because my child is at school and a lot of parents, they text in one group chat for the teacher, and I am in that group and I am not so sure. I tried, but it asked me to leave the group, but I don't want to leave the group.
Right, and that is something that you want, sorry, that you want to consider, right?
Yes.
It does occupy space. All of these activities that you're going through,
Mhm.
that you're going through with the WhatsApp, one of the first things you want to consider is it a group that you still want to be a part of, right? And as you mentioned, it's a school group chat, so perhaps you
Yes.
don't really want to exit it.
Yes.
So if it's something that you feel you can just delete the history without having to search on each message to see what part of the message you want to keep, you can do the same process as we were talking with Ms. Hyde. You would select the chat, press it,
Uh-huh.
and then at the top of your screen, you will see the garbage icon, the garbage bin icon. That means to delete.
Mhm.
Right? So you can delete
The
all
chat.
of the chat history.
Oh, okay. So not the group itself.
Right, not the group itself. You're not exiting the group. So as soon as they send a new message, you will see the chat group again, but it's empty. It will just have the new message in it. So you can delete the chat history if it's something that you don't really want to keep.
Okay. Well, it's I
Clear
think that
out
is
storage.
I get it. I
Mhm.
get it. So only that I will do.
Right, only that you would do. Again,
Mm.
keeping in mind that whatever you are going to be deleting everything that's in that chat. Messages, pictures, files, all that it's in there, right? So if you know it's okay for you to delete it, you can go ahead and clear off the chat history.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, again, guys, when it comes to WhatsApp, it consumes a lot of your storage because again, it's a communication app primarily, right? So we are sharing pictures, videos, and all of these things are consuming space. Okay, so it's okay, it's a good practice for us to go about cleaning out the application from chat messages that we don't think are useful anymore. The images as well. Do we need the images that are being shared? Perhaps not. So we can go ahead and do that to clear up storage, right? So what I have here, one more thing that we're going to look at is backing up your WhatsApp application. Okay. And why I want to focus on WhatsApp backup. One, as I had mentioned, WhatsApp is one of those applications that almost everyone is using. Okay. So it's kind of like, if I want to communicate with you guys, I probably have to have WhatsApp because you are using WhatsApp. So in a way, I'm forced to use WhatsApp. And that is how everybody starts using WhatsApp, right? And why the backup is important, because it helps us with keeping our information or everything that we have on WhatsApp. We keep a copy of it in the event the application crashes or our phone something wrong happens to the phone that we cannot access the app. We can always retrieve all the information that we had saved in WhatsApp and download it back on our phone. Okay, because nowadays we use WhatsApp even to conduct business. There are information that we want to keep. So it's safe to say, let's create a backup. When it comes to WhatsApp backup, if you can recall yesterday, we were looking at backing up our device, right? So backing up of our device does not include backing up of WhatsApp. This is something independent of itself. So we need to activate our backup on our device. And if we want to do backup for WhatsApp, we have to do this separately. Okay, so we have to go into the application to activate the backup feature. So here I have a short demo to show you more or less how it's done. Again, as I mentioned, the process might be slightly different based on the phone that you have, the version, the brand, but the idea, the process is the same. So I will bring up here the video. Ensure that my volume is.
In the top right-hand corner, you should see 3 little dots. Just tap on that and then tap Settings. Tap on Chats, Backup, History Wallpaper. Tap on Chat Backup. Now you will have a few options in here. Go to where it says Backup to Google Drive, and then we want to change that from Never to Only when I tap Backup. Choose the Gmail account you want to use for the backup. Next up, tap Allow. Scroll down and tap on Backup over Wi-Fi only. Make sure you select Wi-Fi only, otherwise it could eat up your cellular data. And the last option is Include videos in your backup. Turn this on if you want to back up large video files. Press the big green backup button to start backing up all your WhatsApp data. Here I get a message warning me that I'm not on Wi-Fi, so I'll turn my Wi-Fi on real quick. Once this is done, I hit backup again and wait for it to complete. Depending on how much data you have, it might take a while. Make sure to confirm the backup is there. Now, if you're moving to a new phone, you will need to move.
Okay, guys, so basically what we saw here with backing up our WhatsApp, there are 4 things that we want to look at, right? When it comes to backing up WhatsApp, we select when to back up, when the backup will be created. In other words, when will the data be replicated? It gives you different options: daily, weekly, monthly, or whenever you decide to back up, right? So those are the options. It also asks you where you want to create that backup. The easiest way, or the more efficient method to back up your WhatsApp is using the same backup location for your device. In my case, it would be the Google Drive, since it's free of cost. For iPhone users, it would be your iCloud service, right? So this is where we select the account where we want to back up our WhatsApp data. We, of course, need to select at what point, not at what point, sorry, how the backup will be created, over a Wi-Fi connection, or as long as you have internet connection, let it create the backup, right? So there is where we select, okay, as per my recommendation, always create backups only when you have Wi-Fi access, because normally the process of backing up consumes a lot of data, a lot of internet usage. So you do not want to create a backup when you are using your purchased data. And of course, it also gives you the option to back up all videos that have been shared via WhatsApp. Okay, so you can choose to back up those, or you can choose to just back up your files and images and your chat history. Okay, so again, the process is very, I would think it's quite clear cut. There's not much complexities in setting up your chat backup. And as I had mentioned earlier at the beginning, you can develop the practice of cleaning up your WhatsApp history, your chats, to reduce the amount of storage it's using, right? So the less storage it uses, the less space it would need. Okay, so I personally don't have the habit of cleaning up my WhatsApp chat. It's just too much. For me, it's a lot of things. So what I prefer to do is just when I have time, I can go into my files and clean up. At least the habit that I have, I would be like, okay, let me clean up the data for the month of October. And I do that. That's one step. If I have time, I would do the data for September, whatever was accumulated for August, and so on. But again, it's a habit that you can develop as long as it's convenient for you. Any question regarding WhatsApp backup? Ms. Hyde, I see your hand is up.
Right, okay, I went into the settings on the iPhone and yeah, I'm seeing here where I must have had it auto backup, but I seem to have had it auto backup daily. I've just changed it to monthly, but I think daily is too much. But what it is doing now, and it says to me that the last backup was yesterday at 8:15 a.m. and the total size was 1, and it backed up to the iCloud. So it said to me last backup was yesterday, 8:15, and the total size was 1.3 gigs. I think now, I don't know, I must have pressed backup again now, and it's uploading again. So what I want to ask is, when you back up like monthly, will it, or if I have it for monthly, will it just back up what happened in that month, or will it go back and back up everything all over again? If you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, it will back up. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. What it does, when it says it will back up monthly, say for example, it's done every end of month, every 30th or 31st of the month.
Right.
What it does is that for October 31st, it would take a replication of whatever data you have on your device. Let's say, for example, on that day, you only had 8 conversation histories on your device.
Okay.
And then, so it does a copy of it. The next backup will be 1 month after, because it's monthly. So November 31st, assuming that you cleaned up your chat history and you deleted 4 of those 8, there's only 4 chat history left, right? So what it does, it will create a copy of whatever is on your phone at that point. If you decided to delete history, it cannot retrieve whatever you have deleted, right?
Okay. So what it is doing right now, and that's what is kind of confusing me a little bit. Like I said, the last backup was yesterday. The total size was 1.39 gigs. Today, it's uploading 543 megs of 1.39 gigs.
Right.
That's the part I don't understand. Seems to be repeating, or is it not repeating? That's the part that I'm not clear about.
Okay, if it's daily, what basically it's doing is just taking another copy of the data that is on your phone for today. So between yesterday and today, if there are any changes within your WhatsApp history, say for example, you sent new messages, you received new pictures, which was not in your backup yesterday, it will appear in your backup today.
Okay, so I've changed it now to monthly. So technically speaking, it should not back up again until the 10th of December.
Correct.
Okay.
Unless you go manually into your chat and you tap no.
Okay, so if I, okay, it's backing up now. I hope it's soon finished. My God, it's taking a while. If I go into the chat history now on WhatsApp itself, and I delete certain chats. When it comes to backup again on December the 10th, it will just back up the remaining amount of chats which occurred from November 10th to December 10th, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I do have a lot of backing up to do. I mean, I do have a lot of deletion to do, a lot of deleting, because I have a lot of stuff here that just was done.
1.3
Okay, then.
gigabytes is indeed quite an amount of data.
Well, the thing is now it's backing up 500 and odd megs of 1.3 gigs. Exactly what does that mean? I think I'm a little bit confused about that.
Okay,
What is the
that
1.3 gigs?
that is just the status of the backup. It's just telling you at this point, it has backed up half of your data. So half is still pending. So it's still processing the backup.
So the 1.3 gigs is all of my chat history.
Correct.
Is that what it is?
Yes. That's the entire size of the files that you have for WhatsApp. That's the size of your data, WhatsApp data.
Well, I really need to go and do some deleting so that next time around it doesn't have that.
So the bigger the size, the longer it's going to take for it to back up, because it has a lot of information to copy, right? If we can put it that way.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. I understand what you mean. My gosh. So I was really I was not doing something good with all of this then. Okay, so this has, I think I understand now what you're saying there. So that's fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so
Okay.
again, we are not, I mean, we don't have that habit to go in and check how much storage we have if we don't really know that it's consuming that much storage. But when we do the backup, it tells us, okay, this amount of data that we need to back up, right? So what sometimes some people do, they go ahead and clean out their WhatsApp data and then they create the backup. Right? Because it's just like, okay, you remove the trash that you don't want, and then you save what you want to save. Right? Okay, guys, so that's about it for WhatsApp backup. Keeping on with WhatsApp, there is one more thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and perhaps you all already have developed this skill. I want to call it a skill, which addresses or looks at sending attachments via WhatsApp, right? So sending attachments via WhatsApp includes the sharing of pictures, videos, files, and even your location. Okay, so this is the ability to send different attachments through this communication application, and it's very easy, very efficient, right? Most of it gives us access to different applications on our phone. So here, what I'm displaying here, it's a individual chat group or chat message. You will find your attachment icon at the bottom where you normally type your message. It's this paperclip icon. And that icon is what gives you the portal to start sending your attachment, right? So once you tap that icon here, you will then see the different options of attachments or choices of attachments that you can send to the other person. So we have from documents, if you have a Word file, Excel sheet, a PowerPoint on your phone, saved on your phone, you can always share that via WhatsApp. You can share pictures through the use of your camera and gallery. You can share an audio file. And of course, here we have the options to share your location and to share a contact with another person through WhatsApp. So Normally, when you select either of these options, it will send you or prompt you to go to that location to select the file. So in this case, by choosing documents, this takes us to our document library, right? So here we have audio files, we have pictures, we have PDF files. So from here is where we select, okay, what I want to send. So once we have determined which one we want to send, then we select it and we send it as a normal message. Okay. But the useful part about the file sharing via WhatsApp would be the sharing of your location, right? So this is something you want to use with people you trust, right? Most of all, people you trust, because you don't want everyone to know your location. Okay, but if it's for someone to be able to locate you or be able to help you with directions, then you can always use the sharing of location via WhatsApp. And here I want to show you how it looks when you share your location and what are the options that we have when selecting the sharing of our location via WhatsApp. Miss Bev, I see your hand is up. Do you have a question? Please let me know. Miss Bev, you're still on mute. Okay, if you still have the question, just let me know when you're ready. Okay, so I will proceed with, again, this short demo on sharing live location via WhatsApp, right? And live location is literally what it says it is. It's your location at the moment. Okay, so if you share your live location with someone else, they can literally see when you're moving, where you're heading to. They can see your exact location at the moment. So let me proceed here with the demo.
Hello.
Yes, Ms. Bev?
I wanted to know if you're going to show us, like, if you get something in WhatsApp, how do you share it to Messenger?
If you get something via WhatsApp.
In WhatsApp. I still don't know how to, like, share it on to Messenger. Like I have.
Messenger, you mean Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have a demo to show, but perhaps I can share and maybe you can follow with me.
Sure.
When you receive, give me an example, like a photo, a video?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so when you receive a photo or a video, this automatically gets deposited in your gallery.
Okay.
Right? So when do you know how to share a file from Messenger?
From Messenger, from one messenger to another messenger.
You go in the Messenger app, correct?
Yes.
Right.
What happened is that I received a video and I looked at the gallery and it's there, but it's only the picture. It doesn't have the video. When I share that, it doesn't have the video with it.
Was it a picture and a video, or it was a video?
It was the picture in the video, but
okay, so you cannot share.
Like it just took a picture and that is in the gallery, but if I pass that forward, it doesn't register the video.
It doesn't send the video. It doesn't send the video file. Okay. Yeah. One of the other methods you can try, if you go into your gallery, can you find the video?
I find a picture of the video,
So
but the video isn't there.
are you sure it's a
I
video
can't find it anywhere else.
when you open it in WhatsApp, it plays the video?
Yes. No, when I have it, I have the video in WhatsApp, but
Mhm.
but I have it under a certain name, a certain person, but
Correct.
in the gallery I don't see it. I see the picture, but that's all is there. The video itself
Mhm.
is not there.
Okay, let me try something here. I know it. WhatsApp. Let me just tap something here.
This is my sister. I put my
Just a
sister on the
moment.
step sister.
I'm trying to see if I
This is my
can
sister.
forward
I put my sister on the
share.
step sister. I will send you to Jesus.
Okay. So I'm seeing it gives me the option to share as a messenger. It's not giving me that option. Because normally what would happen when you receive the video through WhatsApp, if you go, I'm not sure, again, it depends on your phone, right? But seeing the one from my phone, when you receive a video and I want to share the video, what I normally do is I can either go to my gallery and look for WhatsApp video.
Okay.
Do you have
All right.
that category in your gallery, Ms. Bev?
Okay.
WhatsApp video. It specifically says it separates the image
Okay.
from the video.
All right.
Right. So from there, then I get the choice to share the video to Messenger or Facebook or to another WhatsApp contact.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
So, but
Thanks.
you can do that. You can share files from one application to the other.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to make sure, that I can do it. I but with pictures, it's not a problem, but it's with
The
a
video
video
is-
that I got, and I couldn't share it. It's just the picture that I share.
Yeah, okay. But try it out. Try to look for WhatsApp videos and from there, see if you can look for the share option.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Ms. Webb. Yes, guys. So as I was mentioning, let's look at this demo on sharing live location via your WhatsApp application, right? So let me just ensure volume is up and I can share this.
WhatsApp already gives you the option to share your current location with other users, but that's a static one-time share. But WhatsApp recently rolled out a new feature called live location sharing. So here's everything you need to know. When you try to share your location in a WhatsApp chat, for Android, tap the attach icon and click on location. Similarly for iOS, tap on the plus icon and click on location. On both devices, you'll now see the option of share live location. The default time preset for sharing your live location is 1 hour, but you can also choose between 15 minutes and 8 hours and optionally choose to add a comment too. Once set and done, your live location will pop up as a thumbnail in the recipient's chat where you can see the initial location of the user and a live until time. And upon tapping View Live Location, you will be taken to a map view where you can see the current location of the user who is currently sharing the location with you in the chat. Users still have the option to share a one-time static location if they prefer, and also there's the option to stop sharing live location data within a chat at any given time. So thanks for watching this video, and for all things tech, log on to gadgets360.com.
Okay, guys, so again, to recap the demo, what it was speaking about, or the process includes, of course, first of all, determining who you will share your location with. What kind of location you want to send. Is this your live location? As I had mentioned, your live location is your immediate location at the time, or your static location, right? Static location will be just sending perhaps your home address, okay? So you choose what kind of location you want to share. And of course, you determine when sharing live location, how long you want the person to have access to your live location. It had time frames between, I think it was 15 minutes, 1 hour to 3 hours. I think I wasn't, I'm not quite sure, but so you can determine again for how long you want to share the location. And also, if for some reason you shared 1 hour, but you think they don't really need to take, or they don't really need the 1 hour, you can always stop sharing your location so that they no longer will have access to that. So I do believe this is a very useful feature that WhatsApp offers to you, but it's something that we want to use with caution. Again, as I mentioned, you don't want to share your location with everyone. Okay, guys, so another application that I think you guys would definitely be familiar with is YouTube, right? I'm pretty sure you guys access YouTube videos either via Facebook or via the application itself. This is one of the ways that you can access, as it says here, it's the one place for you to access from health information to different entertainment videos, to educational information, cooking recipes, and of course, how to learn new skills, right? So when it comes to using YouTube, it gives you different options if you go directly to the application, right? It allows you to explore trending videos, and at the same time, it helps you, or it gives you the settings for you to manage to help you make better use of the videos, right? So let me just bring back here the example. This is a YouTube video, the one that I had shared with you earlier. So each video on YouTube has its own settings that you can manage. Okay, so in this case, let me just press play here.
WhatsApp.
Mute it. So this is the video, and you'll notice that at the bottom hand, lower hand corner, you can see the settings wheel, right? So this icon is pretty much standard across most of the devices. This would be the settings wheel. So if you click on these, on this icon, you will notice the different setting categories that you have. Let me just pause this video. Right, click the settings wheel, and you see the different settings that you have here. The arrow means that you can access additional settings, right? So quality, basically it's a setting that you can select to determine the quality of the video. Subtitles looks at closed captioning. Okay, so this is what will give you the text at the bottom of the video. In this case here, in this example, the subtitles are off. So if I turn it on, it gives me the option to select English subtitles, right? So I will select this here. And now you can see that the subtitles now appear under or below the video, right at the bottom of the video. These are not automatic. Not all the videos have the closed caption. Most of them you would have to activate the subtitles, right? Especially if it's a video that you're really interested in, but maybe the accent of the person is not clear, or the person is probably just speaking too fast, you can always activate the subtitles here. Playback speed is another setting that can be helpful when watching videos on YouTube. The playback speed is basically the speed that the audio will be playing on the video, okay? So by default, the playback speed is normal. And so let me just give you an idea of how the normal playback speed sounds on this video, right?
Location with other users, but that's a static one-time share. But what
So that is a normal playback speed. If I go to settings and I change the playback speed from normal, anything below normal would be slower and anything above normal would be faster, right? So for a slower playback speed, I will select 0.5 here and listen now to the difference in the audio speed.
WhatsApp recently rolled out a new feature called
Let me see if it,
live location sharing. So here's everything you need to know.
so that indicates to you that the audio is a little bit slower. Now, if I want it faster, I can select a faster playback speed. So here I selected 1.5. Let me just, okay, listen to how fast the speed is.
WhatsApp chat. For Android, tap the attach icon and click on location. Similarly for iOS, tap on the plus icon.
It's not accepting my settings. Oops, one moment, guys. Let me just go back to it.
WhatsApp already gives you the option to share your current location with other users, but that's a static one-time share. But WhatsApp recently rolled out a new feature called live location sharing. So here's everything you need to know.
Sorry, guys. So yes, that is how the playback speed works. So you can either
When you try to share your
down
location in a WhatsApp chat, for Android,
or fasten the speed of the audio on your video. Okay, so those are the two recommended settings that you as a user can manage on your device or whenever you're not really just on your phone, whether it's on a computer, laptop, as long as you're accessing YouTube, you can manage these two settings when it comes to accessing the YouTube application, right? Okay. Any question on YouTube on these settings or any other settings that you think YouTube may have and you want to know more about? If not, then I will just jump into fake news, right? Spotting fake news. Now, as you all know, with the internet, news spreads as fast as fire, right? As long as we have a news, somebody will share it, somebody will repost it. You will find out from more than one individual, right? So the only thing about that though, it's that sometimes we don't really know or are aware of the type of news that we're spreading. So we're quite vulnerable to being a part of spreading fake news, right? And why is that important? We need to be able to determine what's real from what's fake, okay? Because ideally, we don't want to be the carriers of fake news. It speaks about our ability to figure out if it's correct or not, right? So how do we go about spotting fake news? There are two different types of fake news. or fake news are categorized by two characteristics. The first one, of course, is where the story is not true. Your story is, or the story being shared, the news being shared is completely fake. And the second characteristic would be where the story is not completely true. It's not completely accurate. So part of it is missing. The reader is not able to get an entire picture or a full picture of the context behind the news, right? So that is still considered fake news. And social media basically has allowed for the spread of fake news to be more common, because as users, we can really practically share anything we see online. We're not charged for it. We don't pay. There's no illegal actions that people don't really seek illegal action. I'm sorry, not illegal action. They don't seek to charge anyone when they're spreading fake news. And most people won't take time to check the source of the news, right? So if it's something that I shared with you, you pretty much trust that what I'm sharing is true, right? So it doesn't, it's not something, it's not a habit that we have developed. We don't really check from who the news is coming from. How do we know the difference, right? It's not easy to identify fake news from the onset. So there are some characteristics that we can look at before, or that can help us identify whether what we're reading is true and accurate, or if it's something that we can consider fake news. So the first thing we're going to look at is, do not take images at face value, right? So sometimes people reproduce pictures, but you don't know what modifications they've done to images. There's so many applications that can literally crop your head from your body and put someone's head on your body and create an entirely different picture, right? So do not take these images at face value. Always question them. Develop a critical mindset. Yeah, always be curious, question it, and determine, is it something that is worthy of reading, even worthy of sharing? Check the source. Check the source. A lot of times we know practically those news outlets or web pages that we can trust are credible sources, right? So we can determine, this source is quite credible. Okay. Did anyone else share this story or the news? If you know your news outlet, is it just News 7 that's focusing on the news, but the other news outlets are not really dealing with it? Is it something that all the different news outlets are speaking about, right? So you can always analyze that. And of course, examine the evidence. Is there any proof that this is actually true? Or is it just gossip that's being spread about? Okay. And a lot of this, I'm not sure if you guys are active on Facebook, but I do recall when we had just started the outbreak of the coronavirus, right? A lot of fake news was being spread. And because, as stated before, as users, we can share anything freely, but a lot of us don't really do it responsibly, right? And the same thing happens with cyberbullying, right? Cyberbullying. When it comes to the sharing of different images of individuals, whether it's private, as long as it's something that we did not receive personally, we can always stop and consider, is this something worthy of sharing? Why am I sharing it? Am I providing news? Am I going to improve your knowledge, your learning by me sharing this information to you? Right. So these are the different habits that we can develop when it comes to the different information, data that we are sharing while we are interacting online. Okay, guys. Any question regarding fake news or any of the content that I had shared earlier today?
The thing is,
Yes, Ms. Hyde, go continue.
yeah, no, I just wanted to make a comment because those five sections of the pie chart that you put up.
Mhm.
I mean, I personally speaking, I think it's up to the individual to be vigilant on these social media sites, right? And I always find, and I don't know if other people find the same thing, I find that bad news travels fast. People are very quick to share negative things, but positive things, not so much. So, you know, I just think that this whole thing with fake news, you've got to decipher for yourself what you think is fake and what you think is real. I mean, to me, the last US elections were a classic example of fake news. You know, certain parts of that classic example of how fake news could be used, you know. So I just think it's very much up to the individual to be vigilant. I think maybe the word is vigilant. I think the thing though, they'll say, and I think this is where I think we have to be even more vigilant, is in replying or putting a comment out there responding to fake news. I think that's another concern, right? I mean, I tend to be very, very cautious when I am putting it. In fact, I hardly put anything out there, just peep. I peep. I don't write other than happy birthday, you know. So I think this whole thing of fake news is something that we definitely have to watch, and we just have to be vigilant.
Right.
Very, very
Yeah,
vigilant.
I think as you very well mentioned, you know, it's on the onus of the user, right? You knowing what's your, of course, it's important to know the dangers, or not dangers, sorry, the risks that are there, and you determining, okay, do I want to run the risk? How much risk am I willing to take to handle when it comes to responding and sharing of these or the news online? And again, of course, who's coming from? Who is it coming from? Is it someone that you think is credible? Right. So those are the different things that you want to look at when we're dealing with things like fake news. Okay, guys. So let me see here. Yeah, that brings me now to the end of the content for module 3 and the entire digital literacy program. Okay, so to finalize or to end today's session, as I had shared with you guys, I have an activity that I wanted to serve more as a recap of the different important points that I hope you carried away with you at the end of each module or of each session, and that in the event you didn't pick it up at the point when I was sharing it, you will remember it at this point, right, when we're doing the activity. Let me just verify here the participants. So the activity I want to carry out with you guys is the following. It's called the Friendly Feud. How many of you are familiar with the original game, which is the Family Feud with Steve Harvey?
I am.
Okay, at least Miss Bev. Okay. If not, I will walk you through the rules of the game. But right now, I want just to look at the list of participants that I have here. Okay. So I need 2 teams for this activity.
Oh, man.
I need 2 teams for this activity. And I will call out your name for you to be able to identify which team you're a part of, right? And ideally, I mean, I would hope that you all would participate, but if not, then just let me know and we could go to the next participant, okay? But for team 1, so I'm going to be using my list of participants here. For team 1, I have Miss Beverly, along with Miss Carol, Miss Francis, if she's still there. And then I have Miss Francis, Miss Young, Miss Olga, I see here again Miss Orpha, followed by Mr. Rodney and Miss Arzu, and then Miss Hyde, okay? And all the others would be in team 2. So that would be Miss Cordelia, Miss Jackie. Let me just write it here too. Miss Marge, Miss Ollie, Miss Rita, Miss Pa, and Miss Sonia. Did I miss anyone? Okay, so I have team 1 here and team 2. Okay. If you're not sure of which team you belong to, just let me know. And I can just reconfirm to you. Okay, Miss Francis, thank you very much. But let me just jump in here to the composition, right? Okay. So there are a total of 9 rounds. 9 rounds. I try to make 3 rounds for each module. Remember, there's was module 1, module 2, and module 3. So 3 questions related to each module. And there are 3 to 4 answers to each question. Right? So for each correct answer, the playing team gets points allotted. And of course, the team with the most points wins. So I will prepare some small prizes for the winning team, right? Unfortunately, it's not monetary prize, but it's a small token again from my organization for your participation. Okay. So the rules. 1 player from each team will be selected to answer. Okay, so it's you all as the participants will have the opportunity to answer one of the questions. The question will be read out loud so that you all know what the question is. Whoever answers the top answer correctly first gets to choose if their team will play the round. If you feel like it's too tough of a question, you can hand over the question to the opposing team. Okay. Miss Marge, you have a question? If you do, just unmute yourself and let me know, okay? So for the questions, each member will get 20 seconds to answer, okay? If you cannot answer, remember each member gets a chance to answer the question. If you cannot answer the question within 20 seconds, then the next team gets a chance to answer the question, okay? So once the team gets all the correct answers, they win the round and get all points. For every wrong answer, the team gets an X, and you can only get 3 X's. Okay. So once your team has already gotten the 3 X's, the other team then gets a chance to win the points. So if they get it correct, they steal all the points that your team may have accumulated before. Okay? And if they get it wrong, then you get the points. So I will be guiding you guys throughout the game in case you have any question. Miss March?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
If this is in game and you have winners, the team isn't balanced. You have 9 on one side and 6 on the other.
Six. I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then team 2, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, you're right. So I will put Miss Yvonne Hyde, Miss Hyde on team 2. You got that, Miss Hyde? So let me repeat again the team.
Yeah, I have it.
The teams, team 1, Miss Bev, Miss Carol, Miss Francis, Miss Young, Miss Olga, Miss Orpha, Mr. Rodney, and Miss Sheridan. Okay. And then team 2 would be the others, Miss Cordelia, Miss Jacqueline, Miss Marjorie, Miss Ollie, Miss Rita. Sorry, can you repeat that, Miss Cordelia?
No, not me. I didn't say anything just now.
Okay, I couldn't really catch who it was. But yes, so Miss Rita, Miss Paul, Miss Sonia, and then Miss Yvonne. Okay, so now we have 8 on each team. Okay, guys, remember the questions are all related to the modules that we had discussed. Okay.
How are we going to answer? Hand up or type it?
I will call out your name because I will tell you when it's your turn. Yeah, you can just unmute your mic to tell me the answer. Okay. The question will be displayed on the screen. So keep looking at the screen. And I will also read it out loud. Remember, there are 20 seconds for you to answer. And I will be timing it using my timer here. Okay. So let me just bring up my game here. Okay. So the question is for Miss Beverly and Miss Cordelia. Okay. I will post the question on the screen and I also will read it out loud.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So whoever answers first will determine whether their team will continue answering the question. Okay. So the question is, and I will read. What personal information would you not share online?
Your password.
Miss Cordelia, that was you.
Yes, your password.
So you would not share your password. Let me just
Yes.
organize this here and come back here. Okay, just give me one moment, Miss Cordelia. Okay. So you
Is
said
that-
your password.
Yes.
What personal information? Yes, that would be number 4. Does your team want to continue playing the game?
I think so, I guess.
Okay, so you want your team to continue answering the game. So the next person would be, there are 3 more responses that are left. There are 3 other answers that can be correct for this question. So Miss Jackie, give it a try. What
Your personal information.
What personal information would you not share online?
Oh, what is personal? Let me see.
You have 20 seconds to answer.
Your address.
Say that again.
Your address.
Your address, it's not in the list here, right? It's not in the list here. So a chance. No, that's 1 X for your team. Right? It's not wrong. I'm just saying it's not in the list here. It's what other people would consider. Okay. So Miss March, do you want to give it a try? What personal information would you not share online? Remember, 20 seconds.
Bank account number.
What personal information would you not share online? Okay, your time is up, Miss Marge. So that means your team gets another X. Remember, it's 3 X's per team before we can go to the opposing team. Right? Miss Ollie, give it a try. What personal information would you not share online?
I would say banking information.
Banking information. Okay, let me see the answer here. And let me just hide the question here. Yes, you are right. Banking information. Right. So banking information is a type of personal information that you would not share online, right? There is one more that the list has.
PIN number.
So Miss Pa, what do you think is another information that should not be shared online?
PIN number.
PIN number, try again. PIN number would be like your banking information. Any other one that you think of?
Date of birth.
Birthday, right? Yes. So birth date is indeed another piece of information
Yay.
that you would
Am I correct?
not share online. Yes, it's part of the list here. Okay?
Yay.
Very good, Miss Ba. Okay, Miss Sonia, there's one more I'm looking for. Do you know which one that is?
Your passport information.
Passport information, that's correct, but it's not part of the list that I have here. Any other piece of information that you can think of?
Your social security number.
That's not part of the list.
Address, your address.
Your address, that's not part of it. Okay, so your 20 seconds are up. Those are not wrong answers, but the one that I was looking for is, oh, let me just, fortunately you all got the 3 X's this time. The correct one I'm looking for is your full name. Right? You don't want to give out your full name when you are online. So we have your password, banking information, full name, and your birth date. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for participating. Okay, so let's go to the next team. And the next team will do round 2. So far, team 2 has not accumulated any points.
What? No.
Team 2 has not accumulated any points, right? So let's proceed with round 2. I feel like my PowerPoint got stuck here. Let me just navigate from, okay, round 2 is here. Okay, so round 2 is for Miss Carol and Miss Jackie. Ladies, whoever answers the question first with one of the answers that I have here on the list gets a chance for their team to continue answering the question, right? Let me see if it's not stuck anymore. Okay. So the question is, name an app that can be used to stay connected with your loved ones.
WhatsApp?
Miss Carol, WhatsApp. Okay, let me just bring back my list here so I can navigate between the answers. Yes, WhatsApp is one of the answers. Let me. There you go. Let me check. It's finally working. So WhatsApp is one of the applications. Do you want your team to continue answering?
Yes.
There are a few more answers that I'm looking for here. Okay. So Miss Francis, what is another app that we can use to stay connected with our loved ones?
Facebook.
Facebook. That's what you said, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That is correct. So we have Miss Young. Can you name another application? From the ones that we spoke about. Remember, you have 20 seconds
Instagram.
to answer.
Zoom.
Zoom. You said Zoom, correct? Yes. So you guys, the team one
me?
accumulated. You have a question, Ms. Young? Sorry. So team one has accumulated a total of 68, 771, 81.8, 48, 68, 81 points.
I answered just now, but
Yes, Miss Young, I got your answer. You said Zoom, correct?
this Elsie, did you get my answer?
Yes, you said Zoom, correct? Can you hear me, Miss Young? Okay, guys, so I am going to go to the next round, which is round 3. And this question is for Miss Francis and Miss March. Whoever answers correct the first time. Sorry, whoever answers correctly the fastest, then they get to choose if their team continues answering the question. Let me just navigate here again on my slide for round 3. Okay. So Miss Francis, Miss March, this is the question. What do you use the internet for? What do you use the internet for?
To communicate?
Miss March, that's you, correct?
Yes.
To communicate. Okay, so I will take that as an answer. Let me just hide this. And to communicate through the use of social media, right? So that encompasses all the communication interaction. Okay, so Miss Marge, okay, so Miss Marge's team continues with the question. So let's go to Miss Ollie. Miss Ollie, what do you use the internet for?
What you use internet for?
What do you use the internet for? Remember, you have 20 seconds to answer.
To talk with friends?
Okay, that's already included in communication.
Or
through
social media.
Yes. So that's your team first X. Miss Rita, give it a try. What do you use the internet for?
Information.
For information. Okay, let me see the answers here. Okay, that would be encompassed under news.
Yeah.
Right? So that's good. Miss Pa, give it a try. What do you use the internet for?
What you use internet for? What you use internet for?
Why would you use the internet for?
Play game and what else?
Did you say something, Miss Pa?
Get to games.
Okay, so your 20 seconds are up, unfortunately. Time is up as well. So this is second X for your team.
Communicate.
Miss Sonia, you want to give it a try? What do you use the internet for?
To do research.
To do research. Okay, let me see
Find
here.
information.
To do research, that would be under the news category, right? You are right, but it's not, it's still under the news category. Do you want to give it another try? You still have time.
Friendship and dating, that could be it.
Friendship and dating is already under social media.
Interactive games.
Okay. Games and interacting with games. So that would be under entertainment. That would be under entertainment. Miss Yvonne, I am looking for one more answer. What do you think?
Shopping online.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say shopping online, right? Online shopping.
Online. Okay, that would be under entertainment.
What, shopping? That's very serious business.
What's another thing that we discussed?
Another one. Well, let me see. Came with info.
Okay, Miss Young. So your time is up.
Sorry, I don't know who the
So your time is up. This means your team now has no more chances to answer. I will go to Miss Young. Miss Young, what do you think is the last answer?
Email.
Email is not the answer. So unfortunately, we go back to team 2 and they get the total points that they have accumulated here, right? So that would be 30, 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 68 points. You guys, there's one more, and I'm pretty sure you all know that. Banking. Remember about online banking. That is one of the most common reasons that we use the internet. So very good, guys. And that brings me to the end of the first module. I'm not sure how to proceed from here, but okay. We're going to move now. So for round 1, team 1 has 81 points and team 2 has 68 points. Okay. 81 versus 68. Let me proceed here now to round 2. And let me bring up the question here. Okay. So this question is for Miss Olga and Miss Rita. So Miss Olga, Miss Rita, again, whoever answers the question first is who determines which team continues answering the question, right? So show the question here. Let me just reset my timer. Okay. So the question is, name one way that you can be scammed online.
By cloning your account.
Miss Olga, you're the one who answered. Okay, let me get the list here. One way you can be scammed online. Correct. So that would be encompassed in the fake FB friends, right? They clone your account or they clone your friend's account and they send you a fake friend request. Not a fake friend request, a friend request, but under a fake account. So there are 2 more answers I'm looking for. Miss Orfa, give it a try. What is one other way that you can get scammed online? So let me just turn on the timer here. Miss Orfa, fortunately, your time is up. So that is X for your team. And Miss Rodney, give it a try. Name one way that you can be scammed online. What is another way other than fake friends and clone accounts?
I would say by making you an offer that you can't refuse, right? Like prizes and gifts and things.
Right. Okay. So that would be correct. An offer for free gifts, prizes, right? That's another way that you can be scammed. So that's right. Miss Sheridan, there's one more I'm looking for. Do you think you can give me the right answer?
I can't think about any right now.
Okay, so that brings us to the second X. No worries, Ms. Sheridan. Right now you'll remember. And we go to Miss Bev. Miss Bev, there's one more chance. Can you think of any other way?
By your email?
By your email. That is correct, right? Phishing emails. Remember the term phishing? You can be scammed through that. So, very good.
Phishing.
You guys have a total of 25, 30, 45, 51, 60. You guys accumulated 60 points in this round. Okay, let me go to the next one. Navigate from here. To the next. So this one is for Miss Orpha and Miss Paul, right? Whoever answers the question first determines if their team will continue playing. The question is, name one thing you can do to protect your password. Name one thing you can do to protect your password.
Don't share it with anyone else.
Miss Orpha, you answered correct. And that would be the first response here. Don't share with private, right? Okay, Mr. Rodney, give it a try. What can you do to protect your password?
Just make a complicated password that cannot easily be broken.
Create a complex password, correct? So in other words, make it strong. Create a strong password, strong complex password. So that's correct. Okay, team one, Miss Sheridan. There's two more answers I'm looking for. What's one way you can protect your password? What's another way that we can protect our passwords?
You add your phone number? Is it me?
Yeah, Miss Sheridan?
Yes, you add your phone number so you can get a notification, or your email address so you can get a notification.
Adding an email address so that you can get a notification, that's considered two-factor authentication. That doesn't necessarily protect your password, it just makes your security stronger. So your answer is
password.
It's good, but it's not part of the list, right? So unfortunately,
change password every 3 months.
Sorry, Miss Paul?
Change password every 3 months.
Change password every 3 months. I will not comment on it because I will let the team one continue answering. It's their turn to answer.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, can you hold your answer for just a moment?
Okay.
So, Miss Bev, I'm looking for 2 more answers. Let me know if you want to try the first one of them. What's another way that you can protect your password?
Don't leave it carelessly, I can't think of anything else right now.
Don't leave it carelessly. That's one of them, but that's under the don't share or keep it private.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So unfortunately,
I can't think of anything else right now.
okay, no worries. Miss Harold, do you know, or can you think of another method or way?
Do not reuse your password.
Do not reuse your password. That is yes, number 3. Do not reuse your password. Do not use the same password for your account. One more I'm looking for. Miss Francis. Do you know any other way that we can keep our password safe?
Write it down.
Don't write it down. That's what
Create your own password formula.
Create your own password formula. That would be making it strong. So it falls under that same category. Do you want to give it a try? You still have some time.
Write it down.
Change it every 3 months.
Don't write it down is the don't share part of it, right? So unfortunately, your time is up and that's X's for your team. Team 2, I will now hand it. Team 2, anyone from team 2 knows the answer. One more I'm looking for. How can you keep your password safe? Your team has
Keep it secure in a safe place, like in a safe or in a book which is hidden.
to keep it secure. Unfortunately, as I had mentioned before, that's under don't share, keep it private. So the points will go to team 1. Change regularly was the answer.
Change regularly, I was a man.
I like to compare the or to use the metaphor of your passwords like your underwear. Like, how do you treat your underwear? You don't share your underwear. Use your underwear and you have to change them often, right? So you try to keep it private as well. So so the points go to team 1 again, and that would be a total of, let me just pull out my calculator here, guys, because I'm not quick at adding these numbers here. 73 and 9 and 7. Total of 89 points, right? So at this point, team 2 is leading the game compared to team 2. So team 1 is leading the game, sorry. I'm not sure if I said it correct. And in the essence of time, let's just do one more round. And let me just navigate here to the question so we can, okay. And I am now with Mr. Rodney and Miss Sonia. Whoever answers the question the fastest. The question is, name something you can do via online banking.
Transfer money.
Transfer money. And that was Mr. Rodney, right? Let me just get my answers here and see if you have one of the correct ones. Transfer money. Miss Sonia, there's number 1 and 2. If you can answer either 1 or 2.
Making payments.
Bills, you are right. Mr. Rodney, unfortunately, Miss Sonia answered the number 2 question. So team 2 now has the chance to answer the top 1 question. Mr. Vaughan, the question is for you. What is one thing you can do via online banking?
Well, I think the answer already pay bills, transfer money.
One more.
Yeah, online banking. Check your statements. Check your bank statements.
Check your balance statements.
Keep your bank statements. Check your bank account rather. Yeah, that's it right there. Yes.
So you guys at this time, this is quite a good comeback if you notice the amount of points that you just ranked up. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see, 46 and 29 and 21. So you guys have a total of 96 points for this round. Okay, guys. So let me just add up the points here. So team 2 has a total of 164. And let me see, team 1 has a total of 230 points. So the winner or the winners are those in team 1. Congratulations, guys.
Yay!
Well done. Right. So again, this is not really just I appreciate you guys for those of you that attempted, that tried to answer. As I had mentioned, it's not that your answer is wrong, but the purpose of the game was just to juggle your memory, right? So I had shared, hopefully, if you did not catch something before, it was recapped as part of the game, right? So congrats again to team 1. You guys were faster, to say the least. You guys were faster and had a quicker recollection of the points, right? Okay, guys. So this brings me to the end of the session for module 3 for the entire digital literacy program. You guys have been amazing. I have had such a great time with you guys. I feel like I got to know you a little bit more, and I must say I am proud of you because you took this, you're brave, right? Taking this initiative to learn more about the internet. It's not something easy to do, but you guys have the courage to do so. And I want to encourage you to continue learning.
Okay, just give me a minute.
The help that you need.
Give me a minute.
Sito is here. If you guys need help with anything, I am here. You can reach out to me or to the National Council for Assistance as well. Okay. So thank you very much. I appreciate your enthusiasm, your participation in this program, and you have made this experience so much better than I had expected. Okay. Miss Shireen, I'm not sure if you have anything to share.
They don't.
To finalize.
Could I just say something though? Can I just say something before Miss Shireen close off?
Go ahead, Mr. Rodney.
Okay, on behalf of the Belmopan Cancer Society, and particularly those members who participated in this training, I'd like to say thank you very much to the National Council for Aging in respect of the organizing to get this training done. And also, of course, to CITO, and in particular, especially to Ms. Delcy Koo for such a wonderful training course. We really appreciate it, and I'm certain that I'm talking on behalf of the president, Mr. Luke Ramos, who had to leave abruptly, but he has indicated that he will also provide something in writing to both the NCA and to CITO and to Ms. Delcy. Thank you very much.
Also, Ms. Rivero, Mr. Neil.
Right. Well, Ms. Rivera is part of the National Council on Aging. And so, yes, to Ms. Rivera as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Neil, and to all the participants. We really appreciate it. This is the second cycle of this training that we have offered, and the response just keeps getting better every single time we do it. And so we know that there is that need for it and the interest as well. And we hope that we'll be able to do it another time and then reach out to more persons outside of Belmopan and across the country. Thanks for always being on time and sticking through for the entire 3 modules. We will continue to share with you all the recordings and all the documents that we've received from Ms. Delcy. I will close the group chat at the end of the week. So if you want to say your goodbyes, get anybody's contact information, or ask any questions, you can do that. And you can save my number, and that is the direct, that's our work cell, so you'll be able to reach me directly. And again, thank you all so much. If you know of other persons who might be interested in participating in the future, let us know. And now you all have the knowledge, feel free to go out and share it with somebody else as well. If you know somebody who would want some of those tips that you all have now learned, just feel free to share it. I encourage you to share it, with your friends and your peers. Thank you so much, Ms. Delcy. As always, everybody always enjoys the sessions that you facilitate. And we are going to say have a good evening. We will send you all an email just to close off. And again, thank you so much.
Ms. Rivera, sorry,
yes,
can I please, can I please beg you to allow me to use this forum outside of the training that we've just done? But I was having a discussion with